Hello everyone. So in today's session we are going to learn about how to use our 7 segment display. So here you can see this is our 7 segment display which are used to display any kind of digit or any kind of alphabet. By using this display, like here you can see that we have like a 8 structure or 8 number written over there. So these are actually your LEDs which will turn on when we provide power to it. You have mostly seen them in your scoreboard, like in cricket match you see the scoreboard. So there we can use these kind of LEDs to display our numbers. So now how to use this LED with our breadboard. Now, as I've told you that it is a 7 segment display, so means it has 7 segments. Now if you see carefully, we have like these 3 lines in middle, 1 2 3, and after that we have these 4 lines in the front of them. So 3 plus 4, we have 7 segment display. So these are the 7 LEDs which we can glow. But apart from this 7, here you can see we have also one dot. So we can actually glow 8 LEDs here. Now for example, if I want to show like a number 7.2, so I need 2. So for example, here I have another. So here I can display 7 in here, point and then 2. So 7.2 I can easily display it. Now if we see the back side, you can see that we have several pins there. So if we see the pins which we have, like in one side we have 5. Similarly, from the downside we also have 5 pins. So on a total we have 10 pins, but here we only have 8 LEDs to glow, means we have 10 pins but 8 LEDs. So if we see here the middle one or the middle twos, like on top we have this one as middle, in bottom we have this one as middle. So these two are your common pins. Now the common can be of positive or negative, means suppose the common is your positive, then the rest of the pin will be your negative. If the common is your negative, rest of the pin will be your positive. Now for creating our 7 segment display, we need 7 segment breadboard for interconnecting them, power supply we are using battery, some jumper wires for connecting them. We also need resistance. Here we are using 220 ohm resistance. Now let's connect them. Let's start by using a single 7 segment LCD display. So what we have to do, we have to push it like this in the middle so that both of the, like all the 10 pins should be differ. So as I've inserted in now, first step is to find out whether it is a common anode or common cathode. Like the positive terminal is your, like the common terminal is positive or negative. For that, as I know that these two pins in the middle are common, so I can insert a wire in front of them. So let's say like this. Okay. Because these two pins are common, so I can easily put a wire. Now I have two options, whether it can be a positive one or it can be a negative one. So start, let's assume that it is a positive. I have assumed it, I don't know it. It can be a negative also. So that we have to find out. For them, the best way to is hit and try, because we only have two conditions. If first one is not fulfilling, then we have the second condition as true. Power supplying, not connecting anything, just connecting the common pins. Now what we want to do, let's use some more jumper wires, and we also need a resistance. So let's say I use a resistance and divided with the positive, because I am assuming it that it is the positive. Now if the common terminal is positive, then the rest of the pins will be negative. That's I connected here one pin and I am giving a negative supply. Okay, so the LED has been glown. You can see it that the LED has glown. Let me turn the brightness a little bit down. Here you can see that we have the LED has been turned on. If I remove this now, it has turned off. When I again plug it, you can see it is turned on. Now apart from these two, like out of 10, if we subtract 2, we get 8 LEDs or 8 pins left. So in first I have this line, in second I have this bottom one, then we have this standing, and after that we have this dot. So these are the 4 pins that are covering our bottom point. In the top, the middle one first, in second we have this standing, then after that we have this one at the top, and we only left with the one here. Now what we are going to do, let's try to create a, because I think when we are creating a, only we have to left with this middle and this one. Apart from that, we have to fulfill all of the pins, or I have to use all of the wires. So what I can do, I can also use the jumper wire, internally connect them. So I can use the bottom rail also, because I have connected them using a jumper wire. So let's say what are the pins I have to use. For creating a, I need to be like this one, straight line. So let's say I use one jumper wire like this, negative. Okay, this is I wanted. Okay, perfect. Then I want this top one, so one jumper wire here to the negative. Okay, that is we have covered the middle one. Then what was second? So here you can see, like we have completed half of our A. Then the top line. Okay, it is like we have created F. Actually, the image is flipped, so I think you can see it like this way. Image is flipped. So like we have created F. Now we have to create A. So I need to turn on 2 more LEDs. Now it is P. Now let me turn on the half one. Here it is the from the bottom one. So here you can see we have easily created our A. So like this we can interface more than one 7 segment like this also. I can also use it. So create a multiple character. Like I want to initial, let's say my name. So I want to, in the first 7 uh, 7 segment display, I want to write my first name's first letter, and in the second I want to write my second name, like last name first letter, so I can initialize them also. So like that we can use our 7 segment LCD display. Thank you and see you in the next session.